Tailgate legends are forged in the heat of a cast iron smoker. Did I ever imagine I'd soar to these heights? No. But with a steady diet of college football, Dr. Pepper, and ground meats,
Woo! Think fast!
anything is possible.
Beautiful night for football. Two rivals meeting on opening night of the college football season. It's a matchup referred to as the Battle of the First. And tonight we're at Lincoln University as the Lincoln Lions out of the CIAA take on the Cheyney Wolves out of the PSAC. Hello and welcome to our coverage here on the Sports Fever Television Network. So glad to have you back alongside Phil Shanner and Emory Hunt. My name is John Schaefer, and we're pleased to kick off the football season from Lincoln. And Phil, I want to start with Cheyney. Their quarterback, Dominic Trouts, is back. He wants to build off 2015.
Absolutely. Trouts wants to end the longest losing streak in college football at 43 games. And not just what he's going to do on the field, but this guy is a leader. He wants to keep everyone positive. He's embraced that role, and he wants to turn that frustration into fuel and to never give up. And he believes that this team, they know there's a lot of doubters, and he calls themselves the ultimate underdog, that they can break through and punch through this and get a win tonight and then turn that into another victory. It's his confidence that will lead this team tonight.
Meanwhile, a year ago, Lincoln won this matchup, a big reason why Steven Scott, their outstanding tailback.
You look at 5'9", 210, about my size, about my height, and ready to go. And I'm excited about watching this guy get out there and play football. When teams know you're getting the football and you're still able to put up that type of production, over 1,200 yards last year at 125 yards a game, that's getting it done.
So again, the rivalry tonight, Lincoln and Cheyney meeting here from Lincoln University. We're excited for it. We'll have it for you next right here on the Sports Fever Television Network.
This losing streak.
2nd and 10. That's their quarterback, Trouts. Offset, play action, he's rolling. Has a man, and it is dropped. Also, it looks as if he was out of bounds. It is now 3rd and 10.
Those are the plays you have to make if you're the receiver. Great job, great play fake, great bootleg, great play call. The execution wasn't where it needed to be for the receiver. Good throw, again, on the move. That's a play you have to make.
Should have been caught.
And he would have had his feet inbounds if he would have caught it. He had 2 feet down, so he would have been okay there. And again, we've made that observation about Dominic Trouts, that he's so much more comfortable and throws the ball so much better when he's on the run, when he's rolling out.
Cheyney has not scored since the first. They led 14-0 in this game. Lincoln scored their 14 in the second quarter. We've had no scoring in the second half for overtime. Trouts with time over the middle, and it looked like the receiver may have been held there over the middle. No flags come out. The target was Juwan Lewis Curse. It's now 4th and 10.
Yeah, they're not going to kick the field goal here. They don't trust their kicking game like we talked about earlier. And if you're Lincoln, you can be extra aggressive now and get pressure on Trouts and put him on the ground.
Huge play, of course, for Cheyney. If they don't score in the possession, Lincoln only needs 3. Not as if they're necessarily comfortable kicking the football, but they'll know that they'd be a possession away potentially from a win. 4th and 10. They need to get to the 15. Trips on the top of your screen. Trouts has had time to throw for the most part tonight. He now steps up, takes off. He needs to get to the 15 and does. Tucked it and ran for 12. And Phil, you talked about that earlier in the second half.
Yeah, he hasn't run at all the entire game, and there was opportunities where you saw downfield where he should have tucked and run, and here he looks down the field and decides, I'm going to run the football. I saw a couple other opportunities, Emory, in this game where I think that should have been his decision, to tuck that football and run. It just gives the defense something else to think about, that quarterback could tuck it and beat you with his legs.
And what a time to pull it out. You know, in this situation, 4th down, game on the line, you have to do something, and he did it.
10, just outside the 10. They can get a first down at the 3. French up the middle for 3, down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and about 7 yards.
Now, this is where mental fatigue comes into play. because, again, mental mistakes lead to physical mistakes. You have to be smart. You have to understand where you are on the field, and you also have to understand the situation. Protect the goal line. Don't get a silly penalty if you're Lincoln. And if on the flip side, if you're the offensive line of Cheney, you can't have those mental lapses in your protection.
Even inside the 10, will this everything be 4-down territory here for Cheney? We shall see.
We'll have to see. I mean, they've made some extra points here. I mean, I'd like to put you get points on the board and put the pressure on Lincoln.
True. 2nd and 7 out of the eye. French met at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward for yards to the 9-yard. Next now.
You know, you look at it at this point. I mean, you want points, so in an overtime situation, do whatever you can to get the points, and then you say it's very simple. It's very simple.
Stop.
Defense, you can win, you can break the streak, you can end the longest losing streak in college football if you come out and stop them. So, you know, I think they made their 2 extra points in the first quarter, so they have the ability to kick from that distance. I think you'd want to put some points on the board if you can't score a touchdown here.
You're on the left hash right here. You want to give him a run-pass option going to the far side of the field. I think that would be the best play call in this situation.
3rd down, they need to get to the 3. Trouts over the middle as a man. It is caught for a touchdown by Cheney. It's Marcus Lyles.
Wide open in the back of the end zone. Again, understand the situation, know the field, and you have to know that Cheney's sideline is erupting, the fans are erupting, and we see Lincoln fans leaving, but it's not over, guys. It's not over.
Well, extra point here, it looks like. They're not going to go for 2. How about Trouts standing in, stepping up, and firing a bullet there to Lyles?
Well, we talked about him in the open, that he was the one that his job as quarterback to keep everyone positive and turn that frustration into fight to give up. He had a tough night tonight, but just like this Cheney football team, he didn't give up on himself. He didn't give up on his ability and gets that big touchdown strike.
Now the all-important extra point for Van de Mark. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Or is it no good? It is good. Just snuck it inside the upright. 7-point advantage for the Wolves. They have not trailed tonight. Now can Lincoln answer?
Well, if they answer,
do they go for 2?
Well, if the answer was 6, are they going to go for 2? So there's a lot to be determined.
They have not attempted an extra point here tonight.
Last year, of course, you know, they didn't do a lot of kicking last year, so
Andrew,
Hall of Famer. So Billy Joel with football, and Vivian Stringer and John Cheyney coaching. They have a long history of some successful athletic teams. But the football program has certainly gone through a lot of rough times. They are the losingest team all-time percentage-wise in Division II history. This would be some night for them if they could win this football game and end the losing skid.
2nd and goal. We're back underway. Ngozi stretching it for Scott. He's trying to bounce. He's met in the backfield, still on his feet, and drop back at the 15-yard line. Where will they mark the progress? It looks like they're marking it near the 10, not back for Lincoln.
And that's a spot right there, but great job to spilling that out to the outside, but keeping contained and really bottling him up.
Jamal Hines.
Good job all the way around. Great defensive play. Again, where are you mentally determines where you are physically at this joint.
How hungry are you?
Exactly.
How hungry are you?
3rd and goal. Lincoln has 2 plays to do it. Cheney has 2 plays for their first win in 4 years.
I would say the Wolves are starving. So with 4 years since a win, 43 straight losses, their enrollment is down. There's all kinds of things going on at Cheney. They're starving. This would mean a lot to this program. This could be a big story.
3rd and goal. Ngozi under pressure. They get rid of it. Incomplete. It is 4th down. It comes down to 1 play for Cheney.
That was going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, it would have been.
It would have been a touchdown.
Just throwing a little.
Just shot put it to him, lob it to him, wide open with an offensive lineman out in front. That would have been the play you were looking for.
It's this simple. Comes down to 1 play. All the frustrations, all the hard work, teams still believing, Coach Rulak coming back, believing in his guys, an opportunity to end the streak of 43 straight, the longest among all NCAA divisions in football. Can the Wolves do it?
4th and goal from the 9. Lincoln does not have a timeout. Ngozi has Scott to his left. He'll drop back. Throw for the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Lincoln.
Of all plays, great call, great throw, great placement, touchdown. Now comes the biggest part of the game. Do you kick the extra point or do you go for two?
Oh, my goodness. Only Cheyney. Only could this go to Cheyney. The touchdown, great play, execution, unbelievable.
That was Larquise Hobbs. Great catch and throw. And here we go. They will go for two. This could be the final play without a penalty. Ngozi in the shotgun. He has Scott to his left.
Oh, my.
A conversion for the win. He drops back, fires. It is incomplete. And the nation's longest losing streak is over at 43 games.
Wow, what a play, what a game, and what a celebration by Cheney. You have to feel happy for these guys, but they went back to that skinny post. It was open. The placement was off this time. It was incomplete, and the nation's longest losing streak is broken. Folks, this is a major story, and I hope it's told out there in the newspapers and on television. This is something, I mean, everything that Cheney has gone through, 43-game losing streak, snapped against their rival in overtime on a final play where they come up and make the big play. And this was a university that people have counted out. People said the university may close. We're not going to have a football program. They have a coach that's almost 70 years old who's in love with the program, believed in the 80-plus men, and the impossible. The impossible. This is what college football is all about. This is what you let's for. And I mean, let's just go right to coach.
Chris Roulak is with